Welcome back to Sip2Tally Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today we're going to take a look at Malachi Fields, receiver from Notre Dame, standing 6'4", 222 pounds. He's a fifth-year senior that spent the first 4 years of his career at Virginia. Spent his last season at Notre Dame. For the most part, he had most of his catches his original junior year at Virginia. He had 58 catches that year. His last year at Virginia, which would have been his redshirt junior year, he had 55 catches. And this year for Notre Dame, he had only 36 catches, only 62 targets, but he had a 17.5 yards per catch for 630 yards. He had 4 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure I'm reading that right. Yeah, he had 5 touchdowns. And what I feel like Baltimore needs is a big body wide receiver. So that's why I took the time to look at Malachi Fields and see, like, what does his tape show? Does his numbers reflect his game? And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, his numbers don't reflect his game. 36 catches, probably should have had a lot more, honestly, when you go look at the tape. But without further ado, let's get into the tape of Malachi Fields and hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. Let's get started. All right, let's get into the Malachi Fields tape, or as the old folks say back in Mississippi, Malachi. But he's at the bottom of your screen here. Versus Miami, first game of the year. And again, just be a big receiver. We're looking for routes, high point, anything that we feel like big receivers can do. Route running may suffer a little bit, but like their release, that was a basic release, but still, look at the high point to go get the ball. That's what you're looking for out of big and tall receivers. Can you adjust to the ball? Can you track it and go up and catch it? Look at the extension. Let's see if we can blow it up. It's kind of grainy, but you see the extension? Good catch, comes down with it. Versus Miami. All right. At the bottom of your screen again. Red zone target. If you get these looks like this, you better go get the ball. But this is versus Will Lee from Texas A&M, and he ran a slant, and Will Lee played great defense. So the only thing I've noticed, like while watching him play, is the contact, the catching with the contact. Oh, bad, tripping. I was looking at my phone. I'm sorry. Catching with contact. I just want to go back. There we go. All right, now it's working. But yeah, contact at the catch point. I need him to be better at that. Like seal him off and use that big body to shield him. That's what I need you to do. Another one versus Texas A&M. Again, Will Lee, and I put the whole Texas A&M, him matching up versus Will Lee on X, so you can check that out too if you want to. But on this one right here, if they snap it sometime today. Like the release wasn't great. Willie kind of jammed him up, but he stayed with it. Got a little separation right there with Lee trying to grab his arm. So Lee has his left arm hooked, but he's still running his route, got his right arm free. Lee looks for the ball and he pulls his arm away from him and goes up and high points that thing. It's probably going to be grainy, but we'll try to blow it up again. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we can get a little better picture. Look at him high point that thing. That's what you want. Go over top. On his head. This is versus Kentucky. No, not Kentucky. I can't tell what this is in the blue. But again, this is what we want. You get one-on-one situation, no safety help. You 6'3", 6'4", go get the ball. And throw it up to him. Same thing we just saw from the last play. Just head tops. That's what we need out of a 6'4" receiver. We don't have anybody that can go up like that. D-Hop can catch these balls, but he ain't necessarily out athleting people like this. And honestly, we don't even have D-Hop no more, honestly. But this is what you need. You need a guy that can do that and take some of the pressure off you trying to ram it down a 8-9 man box. If you can do this and then you pull somebody else out the box, then you go back to run the ball. Because you already got Derrick Henry. You already got Lamar Jackson. You get a guy on the edge that can take somebody else out the box. Be lovely. It'd be lovely. This is BC. I know who this is. This is Boston College. He's at the bottom of your screen. Now, again, some of the stuff that you see when watching receivers, it ain't their fault. Like this bad throw right here from the quarterback. This route is beautiful. That's him at the bottom. He's going to run a double move. This is a beautiful route. But because it's a terrible throw from the QB, stutter, cornerback jumps, and he goes right by him. But short throw, he's able to recover, and he can't come down with it. Great stutter and go, though. Top of your route. Top of your screen. Your little hand signal. I ain't mad at this. Because at this point, I don't remember what his 40 time was, if he even ran a 40 at the combine. But if you can close the gap and get one-on-one coverage, and your quarterback can trust you enough to throw this ball up here, and you get behind him, that's awesome. Because this is just, I'm going to just run past you. He gave him a little stab right there to kind of settle his feet, which it really didn't. But it slowed him down enough to where I'm still running full speed, and you got to pick up your speed again. And he ran right past him. Ball's in the air. Track it. Adjust to it. Because he was on this path here. Saw the ball. Started working into it. So good ball tracking. Especially after it already been in the air once you made your break. Then came down with it. At the top again. And this is the part of his game that I wasn't sure he had. The ability to do stuff over the middle of the field and run routes and whatnot. Just a little glance. That ain't the greatest glance. That DB is kind of on top of it. But unlike that last slant in the end zone versus Will Lee, he uses his body to go get this thing. So great hands catch. All hands. Then the DB tries to rake it down. He puts it away and almost gets out of it. That's part of the game I wasn't familiar with. My bad. This is versus Pitt at the top again. And I will tell you this, he went crazy versus Pitt. He went crazy versus Pitt. They got a free play. Quarterback just threw it up. Look at that catch. And this catch was so good, I had to put the end zone view on it, man. He went and got this thing, boy. When I was watching this, my mouth was like, oh. He went and got this thing. Started off with a one-hand catch, and then he brought it back to his body. Like I said, they got a free play, so he just throwing it up. Look at this. Takes contact. Stabs it with that one hand. And that's full extension. That's full extension. Brings it to his body over his head. So basically his hands are over his head, like behind him. Brings it back to him and survives the ground. We know surviving the ground is a big part of the catch. Survives the ground. It's at the bottom of your screen here. DB has inside leverage. Got another free play. So I'm just going to throw it up to you. Adjust to the ball. Look at it again. Basically the same kind of catch. Same kind of catch. Finds it. Adjust to it. Full extension. Bring it to your body. Bam. This is what I need out of an outside receiver. Lamar hasn't had that ever. We brought in a guy, unfortunately, from the same school that we thought could be that a while ago, and he just retired. That was Miles Borkin. Um, I see this skill set being a lot better than Miles Borkin. He spent 4 years at Virginia, finished up his last year at Notre Dame, and just looking at his skill set versus his numbers, they didn't use him right, in my opinion. They didn't use him right. So this is a guy that I'd be willing to take on, in through the draft process and let him be an outside receiver and learn and grow. And he could be a dog, man. He really could be a dog. So I think Malachi Fields could be a guy we should target in this upcoming draft. So that's what I have on Malachi. I got some more clips, but I didn't want to run this too long. I appreciate you guys for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Put in the comment section if you mess with Malachi Fields, or if you don't, or if there's somebody else that you may want to see me do tape on. So I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Peace.